Hello there guys, and welcome to another video today. Just quickly, in my last video, I'll put a card up now, I promised you that I would show you exactly how to use the Gear Gremlin tyre repair kit. Now if you're going touring, or even if you just ride a motorbike, this is one little small kit that I would totally recommend that you take with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to my man cave and get a close look at exactly how it all works. Anyway, let's go back there. Welcome back to the man cave. Now, I just want to excuse the mess in here today. This place is not as tidy as the Missenden Flyers man cave. I think he's got more OCD than I have. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But today's video, I've set up a few lights. I'm going to have a few cameras rolling, because what I want to do is give you a real close look at exactly what this Gear Gremlin can do. Now, I've got to say, this is not a product endorsement. I'm not getting paid for it. This is one bit of kit that will get you out the shit when you need to get out the shit. This is one bit of kit that will help you when you're desperate. You can be back out on the road within 20 minutes of getting a screw in your tyre. That's how good it is. Years ago we used to have to phone a friend, phone recovery, you know, to come and pick the bike up. This eliminates all of that and gets you going. I just want to say that this screw I've got sticking out the tyre in my intro, that was just for the intro. The chances of getting a screw like that stuck out your tyre is remote. But anyway, let's get these cameras rolling and let's get a good understanding as to exactly what goes on when you do the repair. Right, as you can see now, the tyre's cut in half, which is giving us a good view through the tyre and the thickness of the rubber and the metal bands and everything. This is why I've done it, to give you a proper insight into exactly what's going on inside and out. So the first thing we need to do is put the screw in. This screw is about 1 inch long. And I'm using a screw this long is because often when you get punctures in tyres, the screws are normally about 1 inch long with a countersunk head. And what it does is the countersunk head flicks the screw up and then pops it straight into the rubber. Anyway, right, the first thing you need to do before you pull the screw out is to go and park in a lay-by where you're safe to work. Some hard standing, some hard ground. The next thing to do, once you're in the hard standing ground, before you pull the screw out, is to mark exactly where the screw is. And what this does is it makes it easier for you to find the hole afterwards. I mean, it's probably going to be seen. You're probably going to be able to see exactly where it punctured. But if you put a cross on it like that, when you take the screw out, that makes sure that you're not making extra holes in the rubber. Right, so the next thing you need to do is get your pliers or an old screwdriver that you got and take the screw out. And there you can see X marks the spot. It's exactly where this tool is going to be going into next. This is called a reaming tool. What you've got to do is slide this into the rubber and ream it out till it gets to that thickness. Right, so we'll do that next. Right, so what you do is you pick up the reaming tool, you make damn sure that you get it exactly where the hole was, and this is going to be really difficult because it's not on the bike. You then push the tool in. Just as I suspected, really tough. Sometimes you might have to wind it in, but then you get someone to hold your bike. It's going to be difficult, just as I suspected, because we've not got it on the machine. It's going to be hard the first few times. You're basically just reaming out the hole. Yeah, it's really difficult when you're not on the machine, when it's not on the bike, as I keep saying. Hopefully I'm not blocking. As you can see, it's getting easier. Once you get going, you like this look. In and out. I should have set this up on a jig, really. It keeps sliding in and out. What you're doing is you're actually taking rubber off the inside of the hole and making it bigger, ready for the plug. Don't be afraid to get stuck in and give it a good rimming. Right, I believe the hole is now ready. So the next thing you need to do is slide the plug onto the plug tool. These are the plugs. They're really quite sticky, look at that. So all you need to do is take one out, like so. I mean, I saw an old dumper truck with dozens of these stuck out the tyres, so they do work. Right, the next thing you need to do is compress the end slightly. So I'm shaking now. Push the plug into the tool. Can you see that clearly? Let me just move this back a bit. Push the plug through the end of the prongs and then pull it through, like so. Pull it through to your halfway, just like that, and then you bend the plug over like that so that it's laid up the shaft of the plug-in tool. Right, next job, get your rimming tool. You get this rubber solution and you coat the rimming tool in rubber solution all over. And what this does is it softens the rubber inside the little hole, ready to take the plug. So this is coated in solution. You then push it into the hole, sliding it backwards and forwards, making sure that it's coating all the edges of the hole. Once the glue's placed in, you then get your plug-in tool. I hope you can see this well. Make sure that's folded back and you push and twist this in. Get it in as hard as you can. Now that is going to be tough. That's going to be real tough. You know if you haven't rimmed it out enough. So there you go. You push it in till you've got about 3/4 of an inch of plug sticking out the outside. And then the next thing you do, you grab hold of the back of the bike and you pull this tool out quickly if you can. Boom. That would be a lot easier if this tyre was mounted to the bike. Right, I would then give that 5 minutes to set. The rubber has got to set round the outside, and then you get the small knife from the toolkit and you cut the plug off just like this, so it's nice and close to the rubber. What that then does is it doesn't push the plug out when you're riding. If you rode along with that it would cause you problems. Right, I don't know if you can see that. That's the bung inside, and that's the outside. Now, I would give it a bit longer. If I was on the roadside, I'd probably give that 15 minutes. And then, once the glue's set, what I would do, I would then get the valve kit out. Now, I've gone out and bought this 90-degree valve extender. Because of the GS valve position, you want to be able to get this thing in clearly onto your valve. Yeah, that fits on the valve. And let me just unwind that. So there, just like that, you've got your valve extender. That goes onto your valve, this bit section here. There's your little tap for letting the air out. And then you get your little air container. Wind it into the valve like that. I'm not going to do it all the way now. Then you open the tap, and one of these should blow your tyre up fully. If it doesn't, then you've got another two to top it up. But yeah, you open that up, it fills the tyre up, gets it tight to the rim, and that's you fixed with a puncture. It is quite simple. Once you get going with it, I've made it look difficult because I've got it on the bench, and you know, it was just really hard to do the rimming whilst not having a bike to get hold of. But can you see that? There you go again. That's the plug. That's how it looks on the outside. And what you're then able to do is ride to a tyre shop, get the tyres replaced. I wouldn't do a ton of miles on a plug like that, but you just get your tyres replaced. It's an emergency bit of kit. Now, I think you'll all agree that that is one awesome bit of kit.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that vid today, guys. If you got this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you could like and share this. Oh, look at that! Red kite in the middle. Oh, look at Jesus! Woo! Did you see that? That was a red kite with a rabbit hanging from it. I was just about to do my outro, as you call it. Oh my god, I hope that came out on film. Yeah, if you liked the video today, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, please share my video. It really helps my channel when you do this, guys. So I will see you on the next video, where I think the next video is my review on this bike after 1800 miles. How have I got on with it? Was it worth the dream?